So I'm Peter Jenner. I'm Professor of Pharmacology at King's College in London. And for several decades, I've been involved in teaching young scientists and young medical students about neurodegenerative diseases. There is no doubt in my mind that the digital world is going to become absolutely critical in the diagnosis of diseases such as Alzheimer's disease and Parkinson's disease, and in tracking the progression of these diseases. I have absolutely no doubts about that at all. Currently, medical students don't get enough input over how drugs are developed, and I think that should be increased. And I also think as that's increased, they should be the first generation to be made aware that we can move away from things like diaries, rating scales, and that digital technology is going to be the thing of the future. Any pandemic is going to have an influence on what we do in terms of training medical students. Whether it's going to impact the generation who are currently passing through medical school, I'm not sure. And the reason for that is that we are still trying to understand how the COVID pandemic has altered the way in which we should approach people with neurodegenerative diseases. The information still coming in, this is still at a research level. So communication of science is becoming a key issue. How that science is communicated is the thing that will change. And I think there will eventually be a move away from the classical paper to other electronic forms of communication of science. But these must also incorporate the peer review system, and they must have the rigor and integrity of the papers which are currently being published in core journals. I think it is absolutely critical that everybody who works on Alzheimer's disease or Parkinson's disease meets at least one patient with that disease and meets at least one carer who looks after somebody with one of those diseases. It is absolutely amazing how many people I find working in laboratories in particular, who they say they're working on Alzheimer's or Parkinson's disease, and you talk to them, and all they know is what they were taught at their undergraduate days. They have never seen a patient. They've never met one. And unless you go out there and you see them in groups, you don't understand the individual presentation of the disease. You don't understand the way it progresses in different people. You don't understand the way different people respond to the drugs. You don't understand all these things. And the most important thing is they should meet a carer, because a patient will not give you a true view of their disease and how it affects their lives. They will give you a rosy picture. The carer will tell you how it really is for that person, and for the carer, and for the family, and for the friends and everybody around them. That's why you always need to talk to the carer. And good doctors will tell you that when they see a patient with Parkinson's or Alzheimer's, they always like to have the carer in the room, because the carer will tell you how it really is and the patient won't.